Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Preeti Kaur. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. US President Joe Biden vows to fight on, aims to return to campaigning next week, even as pressure mounts on him to step aside from the presidential election race. US Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump says he had a very good call with Ukrainian President Zelensky, pledges to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Global tech outage eases after widespread disruption, even as businesses face questions about how to avoid future blackouts triggered by technology. Bangladesh announces a nationwide curfew and deploys army as protest over government jobs escalates. Communications disrupted. And in sport, Shefali Verma and Smriti Mandhana put up a solid 85-run partnership as India beat Pakistan by 7 wickets in their Women's Asia Cup T20 match at Dambulla. President Joe Biden vowed to continue his campaign for re-election, even as fellow Democrats in Congress urged him to end his floundering campaign. Biden remained defiant, saying he would resume campaigning soon. Referring to a policy plan developed by Trump's conservative allies, Biden said that he will get back on the campaign trail next week to continue exposing the threat of Trump's Project 2025 agenda. So far, 31 of the 264 Democrats in Congress have openly called for Biden to end his campaign, following a disastrous June debate against Trump that raised questions about Biden's ability to carry out his duties for another 4 years. Biden is recovering from COVID at his Delaware home. US Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump said that he had a very good call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Friday and pledged to end the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Trump has pledged to end the conflict before taking office in January if he wins the November 5th election. Trump said that he will bring peace to the world as president. Zelensky also reported his conversation with Trump and expressed gratitude for US military assistance. He also congratulated Trump on securing the presidential nomination and agreed to arrange a meeting in person. Zelensky rejects any negotiations with Russia on ending the conflict as long as Russian troops remain in Ukraine. A global tech outage that caused widespread disruption in services from airlines to healthcare, shipping and finance has now eased. Millions of people worldwide were affected by widespread Microsoft software outage on Friday. It impacted IT network of multiple businesses, banking services and international airlines worldwide. After the outage was resolved, companies were dealing with backlogs of delayed and cancelled flights and medical appointments, missed orders and other issues that could take days to resolve. Businesses also face questions about how to avoid future blackouts triggered by technology meant to safeguard their systems. In the United States, things are slowly coming back online after Friday's global tech glitch grounded flights, crippled hospital systems, and disrupted emergency services like 9/11. The company at the center of the meltdown, CrowdStrike, says it is working closely with impacted customers and partners to ensure all systems are restored. DD India's Tony Waterman has more from outside CrowdStrike's global headquarters in Austin, Texas.
CrowdStrike was started by ex-McAfee execs over a decade ago and has been based here in Austin since 2021, currently in this nondescript building right here behind me. The company is really known for its modern endpoint security products like Falcon, the one that caused this global disruption. Unlike traditional antivirus software, CrowdStrike's products continuously monitor laptops, desktops, smartphones, so suspicious activity can be detected in real time and immediately eliminated, if not prevented altogether. And as you'd imagine, this type of cybersecurity has become hugely popular as more people work remotely and cyber criminals become more sophisticated. But as we have seen, there are vulnerabilities. For this continuous scanning to work, the software needs access to the inner workings of all of the operating systems. And that means even a small bug like the one released during CrowdStrike's recent update can have cascading and far-reaching impacts. This has been compounded by CrowdStrike's consumer base. It has tens of thousands of clients around the globe, including nearly 300 Fortune 500 companies like Google, Amazon, and Intel. Now, the company's CEO, George Kurtz, has apologized for the chaos, saying on social media that the company understands the gravity of the situation, and he made it clear that this is not the result of a security breach. Now, besides software, CrowdStrike is also known for its investigations into major cyber attacks, including the 2014 hacking of Sony Pictures and Russia's hacking of Democratic National Committee computers during the 2016 election. Tony Waterman, CNA, Austin, Texas.
Air traffic above the United States slowed down on Friday, as seen on a flight radar animation during the global tech outage. The 12-hour time-lapse shows flight traffic that included United Airlines, Delta Airlines, and American Airlines slowing down during the outage. Airports and airlines around the globe warned of delays and cancellations, with some halting flights. Global cyber outage caused long queues in the US-Mexican border as people wanted to cross into the United States. The software update by global cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike, one of the largest operators in the industry, triggered systems problems that grounded flights, forced broadcasters off air, and left customers without access to services such as healthcare or banking. Locals who walk or drive every day across the border from Mexico to the US to study or work were heavily affected by the outage. A gunman shot and killed Irina Farin, a nationalist former member of Ukraine's parliament, on Friday. Police pressed on through the night with a wide search for the man alleged to have shot Farin on a street in the western city of Lviv. Interior Minister Ihor Klimenko said that police and Ukraine's SBU security service were working together to track down the assailant. Reacting to the incident, Ukrainian President Zelensky said that any act of violence was to be condemned. Farin was known for vociferous campaigns to defend the Ukrainian language. In the UK, the new parliament has been praised for being the most diverse in history. Record number of MPs are from ethnic minorities and almost 40% are females. John Beaver reports that this has not happened by accident and is the result of years-long push for Parliament to better reflect the makeup of the United Kingdom.
To Parliament to represent my constituents.
The diversity of the new Parliament was clear to see as new MPs were sworn in. A wide variety of religious texts had to be provided, including the Gita, for members to swear their oaths, and a record number chose a non-religious affirmation instead. When Diane Abbott was first elected, she was just one of 4 MPs from an ethnically diverse background. There are now 90. She's also currently the longest-serving female MP.
When I was a new member in 1987, there were only 40 female members of Parliament. Today we have 264. And some of us are glad that we have lived to see this.
Diversity experts agree and say it's not just a concerted effort by political parties to choose more diverse candidates for Parliament.
It shows, I think, a positive, broader story in British society, in education, in professional life, that especially the British-born children of Commonwealth migrants from India and other countries have done really well in education, really well in professional life, and are expecting, in a way that their parents and grandparents wouldn't, to have an opportunity to go into Parliament, to go into politics, and to go into other spheres of life.
The impact a diverse Parliament will have on the laws that are passed isn't yet known and isn't easy to predict. Political experts point out that previous governments have had prominent ministers from immigrant backgrounds who have been vehemently anti-immigration.
Although happy with the progress that's been made, many campaigners say they want greater diversity until the makeup of Parliament accurately reflects the people it represents. In London, John Beaver reporting for DD India.
A Russian court has found U.S. reporter Ivan Gershkovich guilty of espionage charges on Friday and jailed him for 16 years. Gershkovich, a 32-year-old American who said that the allegations against him were false, went on trial last month in the city of Yekaterinburg. He was the first U.S. journalist arrested on spying charges in Russia since the Cold War. Gershkovich, his newspaper Wall Street Journal and the U.S. government all rejected the allegations against him and said that he was merely doing his job as a reporter accredited by the Foreign Ministry to work in Russia. Up next, we take a look at other stories making it to the headlines from across the world. NGO Doctors Without Borders on Friday rescued some 179 migrants off the Libyan and Tunisian coasts in two separate operations. Many of the migrants had spent some time stranded in the sea in overcrowded boats. Former Hollywood movie mogul Harvey Weinstein appeared in New York court on Friday. The appearance follows after prosecutors revealed in court last week that they intend to charge Weinstein for additional violent sexual assaults. His 2020 rape conviction was reversed, drawing strong backlash. The San Diego Zoo released new videos of two panda bears who arrived from China in late June. The zoo said that they have been acclimatizing to their new home in California. The new Panda Ridge is inspired by famous geological formations in China, emulating mountains, canyons and cliffs. You're watching DD India Live. We're heading for a short break, but after the break, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri calls on Bhutan Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay, reaffirms close bonds of friendship India shares with Bhutan. And as we observe the International Chess Day today, we bring you the honors and the global impact this game has.
Always welcoming. The vibe of Punjab is larger than life. Warm up to grandeur that's beyond compare. And history that's dotted with tales of bravery. Smiling soul of India, where music, art, cuisine and culture comes together to create an unforgettable impression. Punjab is all set to win your hearts with its unique and colorful extravaganza.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India Live. Let's continue getting you more international updates. Bangladesh government has decided to impose curfew across the country and deploy the army after further rioting in the capital Dhaka. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's press secretary Naeemul Islam Khan said that the army would be deployed to the streets in a bid to restore order. Despite a ban on public gatherings, 3 people were killed in the country on Friday as police cracked down on unrelenting student-led protests against government job quotas. India's Deputy Permanent Representative Ambassador R. Ravindra delivered India's statement today at the United Nations Security Council, briefing on the cooperation between the UN and regional and sub-regional organizations in the maintenance of international peace and security. He said that certain nations use terrorism as an instrument of state policy and added that his approach has the potential, in fact, this approach has the potential to affect cooperation in multilateral platforms.
Threats that member states face with when United Nations was founded 79 years ago have also changed. The contemporary security challenges that we as member states face now is not limited to territorial or political disputes, but transcend physical and political boundaries. In today's globalized world, terrorism, drug trafficking, transnational crime, climate change, the security implications of new technologies and pandemics are transnational in nature. To face such diverse challenges, we need coordinated and concerted actions across borders.
India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri called on Bhutan Prime Minister Sherin Tobgay on Friday. The Foreign Secretary reaffirmed the close bonds of friendship between India and Bhutan and India's firm commitment to further strengthen India-Bhutan ties as per the priorities of the Bhutan government and people of Bhutan. Vikram Misri also called on Foreign Minister of Bhutan, D.N. Dungyal. In fact, both the leaders discussed bilateral matters of mutual interest and ways to further strengthen exemplary bilateral ties across all the sectors. The Foreign Secretary is on a two-day visit to Bhutan. The Air India flight, which was earlier diverted to Russia, took off for San Francisco from Krasnoyarsk International Airport. The airline, in a post on social media platform X, said that AI-1179 departed Krasnoyarsk at local time for San Francisco, carrying all the passengers and crew of AI-183 that was diverted. Air India has mobilized international and additional on-ground support at SFO to carry out the clearance formalities for all passengers upon arrival, the airline added. After the flight took off, the Embassy of India in Moscow also thanked the Foreign Ministry of Russia and others for the assistance provided to the passengers. The 46th UNESCO World Heritage Committee meeting is set to take place in New Delhi from July 21st to 31st, which will witness archaeologists and culture ministers from across the globe descending to India's capital. The prestigious event will be held at Bharat Mandapam, bringing together delegates from around the world to discuss and deliberate on the preservation of cultural and natural heritage sites. Here's a report by our correspondent Dibendu Mondal.
The 46th UNESCO World Heritage Committee meeting is set to unfold in the heart of India's capital, New Delhi. This committee meeting is a cornerstone event where experts and delegates from around the globe converge to evaluate the state of existing World Heritage sites and consider new nominations. It is a significant gathering uniting nations in their shared commitment to preserving humanity's most treasured cultural and natural heritage. The process is rigorous, involving detailed assessments and reviews to ensure that only sites of outstanding universal value make it to the prestigious list. In this session, the committee will examine the dossiers of 28 sites proposed for inscription on the World Heritage List. The sites will be examined according to category: natural, mixed and cultural.
ये जो बैठक यहाँ दिल्ली में आगामी 21 तारीख से 31 तारीख तक आयोजित होगी, इस बैठक में जो अब तक साइट्स ऐसी चुनी गई हैं जिनके बारे में मैंने आपसे निवेदन किया, उनके अपकीप, मेंटेनेंस, रखरखाव के बारे में तो चर्चा होगी, उनका फर्दर इवैल्यूएशन होगा ही। जहां कमी रही है वहां उसे अलर्ट करने की दिशा में भी अलर्ट्स भी इशू किए जाएंगे, लेकिन साथ साथ ही जो नए डोजियर सबमिट हुए हैं उनकी समीक्षा होकर के नई ऐतिहासिक वैश्विक धरोहरों को जो है सूचीबद्ध करने का काम भी इस बैठक में होने वाला है।
India proudly boasts 40 UNESCO World Heritage sites, each telling a unique story of our rich history and natural splendor. From the majestic Taj Mahal in Agra, the architectural marvel of Hampi in Karnataka, to the serene Sundarbans National Park in West Bengal. These sites are a testament to India's diverse heritage. This time, India has nominated the Moidams, the mound burial system of the Ahom dynasty of Assam, to be inscribed into the prestigious list. UNESCO World Heritage Sites represent the pinnacle of cultural and natural heritage. The first World Heritage Sites were designated in 1978, and since then, the list has grown to include over 1,100 sites globally. However, to get to this list is a meticulous process, followed by rigorous evaluation by expert advisory bodies. Each site should demonstrate outstanding universal value, integrity and authenticity. The final decision rests with the World Heritage Committee during its annual meeting. Dibendu Mondal's report for DD India.
India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will present the Union Budget on July 23rd. Tweaks in income tax slabs is what everyone is looking for. So various sectors, including health sector, are expecting a lot from this year's budget.
The healthcare industry is still awaiting the government's promise being fulfilled of spending 2.5% of the GDP on healthcare. We hope this will happen. There should be an increased focus on diagnostics, on preventive healthcare. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is also cheaper than cure. And towards that end, I think the government needs to incentivize the healthcare industry.
Confederation of Indian Industry has launched a report on mapping India's corporate health and wellness landscape in collaboration with healthcare platform MediBuddy during the 3rd CII Digital Health Summit. Union Health Secretary Apurva Chandra launched the report that highlights India's digital healthcare initiatives and also the crucial role of technology, startups and government in driving growth. It emphasizes the importance of workplace wellness and enhancing employee satisfaction across organizations. A quick look at other stories making it to the headlines from India now. India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman received a dividend check of approximately $144 million for the financial year 2023-24 from Atul Kumar Goyal, Managing Director and CEO of the Punjab National Bank of India, on Friday. India's Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Anupriya Patel, convened a meeting with public health experts on the topic, importance of ensuring healthy timing and spacing between pregnancies. Health experts offered suggestions on educating youth about contraceptive options and also discussed both global and Indian best practices. Indian Army Captain Suprita C.T. has joined the League of Siachen Warriors. With her enduring strength and determination, she is now operationally deployed at the world's highest battlefield in India's Siachen Glacier, located in the eastern Karakoram range in the Himalayas. The inauguration of the new hybrid courtroom makes a significant milestone in the modernization of the judicial system. Now, this state-of-the-art courtroom is equipped with advanced technology to facilitate hybrid legal proceedings, allowing for a seamless integration of in-person and virtual participation. The hybrid courtroom is designed to enhance accessibility, efficiency and transparency in the judicial process. All right, on to sports now. India defeated Pakistan by 7 wickets in the 2024 Women's Asia Cup T20 match at Dambulla on Friday. Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandhana put up a solid 85-run opening partnership in the chase of 109 to throw Pakistan out of the game. Earlier, Deepti Sharma picked 3 wickets, while Pooja Vastakar, Renuka Singh and Shriyanka Patel took 2 wickets each. Chess is one of the oldest sports that has a deep-rooted connection in India. India has not only been associated with this sport since ages, but even in the recent times, India has seen the emergence of many international chess champions as well. On the International Chess Day, we bring you this exclusive report that tells you all about India's connection with chess and how chess can make your mental health better.
International Chess Day is an annual chess celebration held on the 20th of July every year. The idea for the International Chess Day was first proposed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or the UNESCO. It was first celebrated in the year 1966 after FIDE established the event. The UN General Assembly unanimously approved a resolution recognizing International Chess Day in 2019. From the very origin of the beautiful game to the current global online chess phenomena, India has contributed significantly to the world of chess. Chess was born out of Indian game called Chaturanga before 600s AD. According to the UN, the game evolved in northern Indian subcontinent between 319 and 543 CE. Historical records show that 8x8 chessboard dates from days of Mahabharata and Ramayana. The word Chaturanga means four-limbed. It refers to ancient army divisions of infantry, cavalry, elephantry and chariotry. The game spread west to Persia via the Silk Roads. The game was termed Shatranj when it came to Sassanid Persia around 600 CE. Eventually, the game evolved into what we know as chess around the 16th century. Chess is played by around 605 millions individually on a regular basis. Not only this, chess is a very important game for mental health and fitness. Speaking on its importance, celebrated chess star Vidit Gujarati said that chess is a mental gym and it plays a key role in one's fitness.
Everyone a very, very happy International Chess Day. Chess is a beautiful sport. It's like gym for your brain. It keeps you mentally sharp and alert. And I believe everyone should at least try it once in their life. And I'm sure you will have a lot of fun in doing so. So have fun, enjoy, cheers.
India has produced a lot of Indian chess stars. From Vishwanathan Anand to the youngest prodigy R. Pragnananda, India is continuously emerging as a bright star in various sporting fields along with chess. Deepika Mehto's report for DD India.
Alright, that's it in this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. This app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Preeti Kaur signing off, and from all of us at In Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.